Live from Liverpool, it's 8 to the Bar.
Get you hungry, dinner at 8. Like the theater, never comes late. I never bother with those little people that I hate. That's why this lady is a tramp. I don't like crap games with barons and earls. I won't go to Harlem with those diamonds and pearls, 'cause I don't dish to death with the rest of the little girls. That's why this lady is a tramp. I like that free, fresh wind in my hair. I got life without care because I'm broke, hey, you know, okay. Hates California 'cause it's so cold and it's down. That's why this lady is a tramp. Take it away, guys. I like that free, fresh wind in my hair. I got life without care because I'm broke, yeah, you know, okay. Hates California, it's so cold and it's down. That's why this lady, that's why this lady, that's why this lady is a T-R-A-M-P-A tramp.
Please welcome your host Jack and resident barmaid Rita.
Thank you, the Bobby Swing Band. Ladies and gents, good evening to yourselves at home and welcome to 8 to the Bar with me, Jack, and her, Rita. I trust you're all in fine spirits. Tonight we are brought to you by Liverpool Jazz, and for the first of 8 in this series, broadcast to you right from the heart of this special musical city, partly because it plays home to our barmaid over there. A city more famed for its contribution to rock and roll music, but nonetheless a city with jazz in its veins. Though some have taken a while to acknowledge it, Liverpool is certainly a city alive with jazz.
What are you going on about now? You gonna get on with the show or what? These people want music. They've not come here to listen to your pointless drivel.
I'm setting the scene, Rita, spinning the yarn. It's not my fault if you can't appreciate the culture.
And you do realise you dress like a piano, don't you?
Well, I think that's enough chat for now. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome my first guests all the way from Liverpool, The Weave. The Weave, ladies and gentlemen. Fabulous stuff there. I can really feel the jazz now. I'll catch up with the guys later for a chat. So for now, let's keep things rolling along and introduce our next guest. Also from Liverpool, please welcome back, on their own this time, it's the Bobby Swing Band.
Let me tell you about a girl I know. She's my baby and she lives next door. In the morning before the sun comes up, she brings me coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, how I love her so. When I'm in trouble and I got no friends, no, she'll go with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know, telling them and said you told me so. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, how I love her so. When I call on the telephone and I tell her that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her on my door. Oh, in the evening when the sun goes down and there's nobody else around, she kisses me and she tells me twice. She said, Daddy, everything's alright. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, how I love her. When I call on the telephone and I tell her that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her on my door. Oh, in the evening when the sun goes down and there's nobody else around, she kisses me and she tells me twice. She said, Daddy, everything's alright. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, how I love her so. Hallelujah, how I love her so. Hallelujah, how I love her.
Thank you.
Of course, Liverpool is known for its legendary rock and roll club, home to the Beatles, Matthew Street's very own Cavern Club. But in 1956, when that place first opened,
1957.
But in 1957, when that place first opened, did you know that 3 of the first 4 bands to play there were in fact jazz bands? An emphasis then not on rock and roll music, but rather on the jazz.
You see, nobody's interested, Jack. Why don't you just get on with the show?
Rita, I'm trying to illustrate the underlying importance of jazz on the Liverpool music scene. Why don't you just listen and learn a thing or two?
Moving on to our next guest now.
Excuse me, I don't think so. This is my bit. With no further ado, to play for a second time, please give it up for The Weave. guys and girls, thank you for agreeing for this informal chit-chat, much appreciated. You have 2 bands, yet how do you manage to create 2 very different sounds, vibes and atmospheres from each other?
That's a good question. We've been playing in Liverpool for many years together, so it's a small family of musicians, and we play in loads of different combinations all the time. So these 2 projects have just been born out of that.
There's a lot of overlap between the different artists in Liverpool because it's a small scene, so it's like Martin said, it's a family basically. So,
Rob and Sue, if I may ask, tonight's performance, have you performed previously, or was tonight your first time together?
First time. No, it wasn't our first time.
No, we've played quite a few times, haven't we? And Sue and I were involved in a big band show as well, a touring theatre show, so we've done that as well.
Moving on to you, Sue. Is the music of jazz still prominent in the hearts and minds of Liverpool?
Yeah, I think jazz is very prominent in Liverpool. It's growing. You know, our jazz musicians have been, you know, contributing to jazz for such a long time now. And I think our guys are going to be reaping their rewards quite soon. You know, they're definitely going on the map for jazz, and yeah, I think it's becoming a lot more prominent. As regards singers in jazz, you know, we have to take our time. You know, it's a little bit slower, I think, for a vocalist, because you know, the instrumentalists can get together and perform, whereas you know, adding a singer on, it's a completely different thing. So, not as much exposure as what I'd like. I think it will, you know, eventually come up a bit.
Yes, it's progressing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Tonight's show was, of course, sponsored by Liverpool Jazz, and I believe that they've also sponsored one of your recent projects too. Would you like to share a few details of that with us?
Yes, we went into the studio earlier this year in January, and we recorded a second album, and Liverpool Jazz they funded it. So there you go.
Good experience, yes. Back to you, Sue. Your presence on the Liverpool jazz scene as an independent vocalist, you've touched upon this. Can you also tell me how that was, that experience performing independently, and then with tonight's experience of being part of a bigger band?
It's very exciting. I mean, individually I've played with these jazz guys, you know, for years, but actually to get them, you know, together here, again, you never know how it's going to go, but it's just amazing for a vocalist to get with such sympathetic listeners, I call our jazz musicians in Liverpool, because they listen, and I think that's very important. You know, it's, what can I say really? It's,
you just said it.
Yeah, I just said it.
It's about family and good relationships.
And listening to each other as well, and knowing each other's style and feel, and we don't get that until we're actually performing. That's when it all comes together for us. Yeah.
It sounds great too.
It's fantastic.
It really does. Yeah. Perhaps the most fundamental one of all.
Okay.
How important do you think it is that the jazz music reaches the young people?
Well, it's kind of crucial, I suppose, for jazz to carry on. And I think that it's not in the public domain so much, not on radio so much. So I think what you need to do is get children to hear it and get their ears to know it. I've got little kids and they're used to hearing the sound, so it's just natural to them. I think if you don't come across it and then you heard it and it was completely foreign, I don't think you'd be interested at all. So you're not going to find it on Radio 1 and hardly on Radio 2, apart from on maybe Jamie Cullen's show. So yeah, it's kind of important, very important.
Yeah.
It'll fade away and wither away, but hopefully that won't happen.
No, not with sterling work from you guys spreading the word. It doesn't fit in with that radio package, does it, of 3 minutes of a formulaic?
Not so much. I think, especially on Radio 1 and the bigger stations, you get like one dynamic. You hear a lot of the same type of sound, so you're not experiencing variety if you're a child or a young person. So.
But don't you think it's amazing that a lot of the kids' TV programmes, it's all jazz based, all the
sometimes,
songs.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
There's a lot of jazz going on
in films and TV.
All the little kids'
that's
TV
true,
programmes.
Yeah.
You could go into schools playing them jazz things.
And we did a thing, I did something in Liverpool. Our bass player works there. It's a school for kids that have been sort of expelled from other schools. And they started off by looking at us and laughing at us. You know, they thought it was just kind of funny, and their natural thing was to take the mick out of us. But once they listened for a few minutes and got into it, they loved it. You know, they really did. They thought it was really fun, and they clapped and they said it was great at the end in their own special way.
Okay, well, thank you very much, guys and gals, for sharing your time and your expertise. Really appreciated it. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thanks.
Jack, I'm glad you've discussed the youth getting involved with jazz. It's about the only useful thing you've done all day. Now, our next act is a prime example of young jazz talent, sure to give you a glimpse at the young singing starlets that the Northwest has to offer. Classically trained from a young age in both piano and singing, and after graduating from university with a degree in musical theatre, she formed her own band in 2011 with the aim of fusing traditional jazz sounds with contemporary classics. Although she's talented in acting and all styles of singing, she takes centre stage tonight for her forte in jazz. Ladies and gents, gracing us with her elegant presence tonight, accompanied by pianist Matthew Parry, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce the fabulous Kirsty Tattler.
What a wonderful young talent. I'm sure she'll go far. Incredible stuff from all our guests tonight. Thank you, everyone. What a sublime event it has been. Indeed, thank you to all our audience here and to you at home. I do hope that you've enjoyed our virtuoso musicians this evening and that maybe you've learnt a thing or two.
Don't start. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. And remember, if it ain't jazz, it ain't worth Jack.
Join us on our next roadshow in a brand new city. And don't forget to support your local jazz scene, wherever you might be. Thanks to all our wonderful performers and to tonight's sponsor, Liverpool Jazz. And now, to play us out with the wonderful SuEyo, It's the Bobby Swing Band.
Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, hey Jack, don't you come back no more. What you say, hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, hey Jack, don't you come back no more. Oh man, don't you treat me this way, 'cause I'll be back on my feet someday. I don't even know, got to keep on going, I'm saving gold. Hit the road, hey Jack, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more. What you say, hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, hey Jack, Jack, don't you come back no more. Oh baby, oh listen, don't you treat me this way, 'cause I'll be back on my feet someday. Don't care if you know, 'cause it's understood. You ain't got no money 'cause you ain't no good. I guess if you say so, I gotta pack my bags and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, hey Jack, don't you come back no more. What you say, hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, hey Jack, don't you come back no more. All right. Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit that road, Jack, Jack, don't you come back no more. Hey, what you say, hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, hey Jack, don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't come back no more. Don't you come back no more, Jack. Don't come back no more, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't